guys, welcome back. It's here. New makeup releases for the past couple while. So not all new makeup releases, but my thoughts on some of the releases that have come out semi-recently. So if you are new here, I am Melissa. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that you will subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, but apparently you have to wait now. Have you guys heard about this? Like, if you subscribe or like before 3 minutes, YouTube takes it away right away. I don't know, but it is, when you're a smaller channel, it can be pretty disheartening when you gain and lose subscribers very quickly. So please subscribe after 3 minutes and stick around for the video and put your notification bell on. It would be so very helpful to me. And I do have a giveaway going on right now, my summer giveaway, so I will put a link right up here in the description box where you can check that giveaway out, and a link to get entered into that as well. So, do I have a lot of things to talk about. I am not going to talk about all of the new releases for this week. Some of them are going to be new for this week, but some of them are going to be from past weeks of things that I just want to talk about. But what I really want to start with this week is the blue and green palettes that have come out. They are not all new. They're all newer. So the first one, I think there's like 6 or 7. The first one I want to talk about is the Affinity 2 palette. This one, I think I did talk about this a little bit. It was getting ready to launch. I don't think I am picking this one up. While it is beautiful and I love Certify, it is way more green, and there just aren't a whole lot of different shades of blues in there that I just don't think I really need that one in my collection. I've got the, what do I have? Let's just take a look. I've got this Certified Dynasty one that has some of these blues and greens that I feel are kind of similar to that one. I've got the dark, that's not it. That's not it either. The Dark Magic one from Jekyll & Hill that's got some of those shades of greens in it. And then I feel like the Blush Tribe Hasina 2 palette has got some of those same shades in it too. So I feel like this really is not the palette for me. I am going to be picking up one of the blue ones. So the next one I want to look at is the Whale Song. This one has sold out. It's from Menagerie Cosmetics. We had only seen the packaging the last time I had been on. If this wasn't sold out, I would purchase this one. I think it's beautiful. I love that there are more mattes than shimmers. And the shimmers that are in there, I love them. And I love the matte shades that are in there too. I think this is such a beautiful palette. It is sold out. I think the last time I looked, they didn't know if they were going to be bringing any back or not. If they do, I may be picking that one up. Speaking of picking things up, my low buy is going so good. I have, let's see, we're in the 6th month. So 6 times 3 is 18. And I want to say that I've made like 6 or 7 purchases. So I have a lot stored up. I'm not going to be making all those purchases this month. But the next one that is so tempting for me is the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. It does look so beautiful. I'm actually going to throw the swatches up there because I think that gives us a better idea of what this palette looks like. And there are so many beautiful shades in there, like Algae and Fiji and Bali, and notice I'm saying all the matte shades. So the reason I'm not quite sure about this palette is I feel like there are just not a lot of matte. I mean, there are, but they're all that, like, the deeper shades in here are the mattes. I don't know. I just can't decide on this palette or not. I don't know on this palette. Okay, so that was 3, right? We got the ColourPop one. So this one is the Blue Moon palette. I'm sure you guys have all seen this palette. So beautiful. I feel like these blues are unique to other blues I have in my collection, and it is in my shopping cart. The next time that there is a sale, I'm going to be purchasing this one. You guys know I wait for a sale. So I've got this one in my shopping cart. I have got one of the new neon, what do I have in there? I've got a neon liner. I've got one of the new colored pens. Geez, I think I have a colored mascara. Just some things I haven't tried yet that I want to give a try. So that is Yes, I'm Purchasing. Then we've got a couple more that came out recently. So the first one is from Sample Beauty. I don't know what this one's going to be called. It is one of their new palettes that they've revealed. This one's not going on the wish list. I feel like we'll just go ahead and talk about all the Sample Beauty ones right now. I feel like they are very similar to other things that have been done. I have a lot of these already in my collection. I mean, they're good color stories. I just don't need them. So if they speak to you, I think they're good color stories. I think you could do some really good looks with them. They just, I own them already. I already own them. There was only 5. I thought there were more. Okay, so those are the blue greens. If you guys saw, this week I did I put that up this week? It's not up yet. It's coming up. I split up all of my blue and green shadows so I could kind of really see what I had within my singles. So I got all of my blue singles together. I did do a look with this, so it's going to be coming up. And then I have all my green. Oh boy. Please be in this palette. Oh, so then I have all my green ones. So you can see from my single shadows, I have a lot more greens and a lot more variety of colors than my blues. And I thought it was strange because I love blues, but that's what's leaning me toward getting that ColourPop one. Well, I am getting that ColourPop one. And then the Ace Beauté one is kind of, I guess the Ace Beauté and the Whale Song are kind of like hanging in the balance. I'm not sure yet. I have so struggled with what I want to get because I have a lot of things I want to get, but obviously I'm on the low buy, so I can't pick all of them up. And right now I'm just really struggling with what I want to pick up because I also want to pick up some of the liner pens from Linda Halberg. So it's one of those things like I'm going to end up getting nothing because I want everything. I am going to get that ColourPop one though. Okay, let's move on because there are quite a few more. I want to talk about this food trend that's come up. Last year, Glamlight had the pizza palette, and that was like the kickoff of all food everywhere in palettes. So Glamlight did launch 2 more. Let's see, they're available for pre-order on June 8th. $22 a slice. There is the Meat Lovers and the Veggie Lovers. I think these are beautiful color stories. I wish there was a lighter green shade in the Veggie Lovers, and I think the Meat Lovers is spot on. I don't think I'm picking either of these up. If I did, it would be the Meat Lovers because I think I already own these over and over in other palettes, but I think these are beautiful. I think they're beautiful. So let's see what other kind of food things we're talking about here. So now here's the hamburger from Glamlight. This one was from April 10th. So some of them I said are going to be not as recent as others. I actually like this color. I like this palette. I like it screams spring to me with the brighter shades, and I am really a fan of bright one-off mattes. I think that they're harder to come by, unique matte shades. I think deeper shades can end up looking kind of similar depending, but I think that those bright, unique mattes are just a little harder to come by. I think this is beautiful. They had the taco one too. I'm kind of going back to see how they started off. They had the Caliente palette. What was this one? The Miracle palette. So they did have some regular palettes before. I wonder what got them headed in the food direction. Then there's another one that I saved, and they're like the first all food inspired company, but Glamlight's pretty food inspired. So, and then we've got, let's move on. So then we have the taco one. This reminds me of the hamburger one with deeper color tones minus like the yellows and oranges. This is really pretty too. This is not on my wish list. I I don't feel personally super inspired by it, but it is a really good color story. So now we've got donuts. Alright, we have one from Sugary Cosmetics. Is this the one that claims they're all food inspired? No. They're all sugary kinds of things inspired. Alright, let's look at this one. This is such... Nobody needs a picture of donuts on their donut palette to take up all that space. And this kind of, to me, these shades are just kind of, to me it's a rainbow palette. It's a rainbow palette or a box of crayons or something like that with all your shades that you get, one of each. Yeah, that's not for me. Spoiled Lips Cosmetics also has one. What is the deal with food? The packaging almost kind of looks like Dunkin' Donuts mimicked. Kind of. Okay. This palette also very uninspiring to me. When I think of donuts, I don't think of all of those colors. I mean, I guess there's a lot of chocolate shades in there, but I don't know. It's just very, very neutral with a couple pops. And I probably wouldn't use that sprinkle shade that is the pressed glitter shade. So I will not be picking that one up either. They do have several other palettes that they've released before. So I don't know. If anything, that donut palette has kind of got them on the map as a company, because it seems like there may be a company that we haven't heard of as much. Have you guys heard of Spoiled Cosmetics? Alright, let's get moving on. Andy Candy Makeup. Now, he has been doing candy, sugared kind of inspired things for quite a while, and now we've got the Cupcake palette. I don't mind this color story. It's not super inspiring to me. I think it's got a good amount of mattes to shimmers, which to me means more mattes than shimmers. But it's not something I am going to pick up. I think that you could create some really pretty looks with it. It's just not for me. There are two from BH Cosmetics I want to talk about. And the first one is the Color Festival palette. The Weekend Festival palette is like one of my favorite palettes. I reach for that all the time. I feel like you can do colorful looks, you can do neutral looks, you can do neutral with some color to it. And this one, I want this Color Festival palette as well. I think. Do I? No, I'm second guessing it. It's really pretty though. I do want, there is a new collection of brushes. Let me see where they're at. These right here. These are the Marvin Magnificent brushes. Marvin Magnificent did a collaboration with BH Cosmetics. I do not know who Marvin Magnificent is. Let's see how many followers. 526,000, so a good amount of followers. What's so interesting is this person does a ton of colorful looks. So Instagram feed filled with colorful looks. This palette is about as boring neutral as you can get. So I thought that was so strange, but it's obviously not for me because I don't need a boring neutral palette. But the brushes, look beautiful. I want those brushes, and those are on the wish list, and brushes are definitely on my no buy for 2019, but I don't know. I feel like I might buy them. Ooh, I could use my points at Ulta and get them for free. But I also want to talk, guys, I have been sitting in the worst spot this whole time, I think. I don't know where the picture was going to be. So I want to talk about these and new Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I like to own all of them. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, and I don't know that I'm going to get either of these. I don't know that either of them are that interesting to me. I feel like what is this one? The one with the hot pink packaging, Alyssa Edwards. I feel like that one is a very mismatch of shades. It's not a very cohesive color story. And then I feel like the Riviera palette is just, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's that interesting either. I haven't seen either in person, so the last time I was in Ulta, they didn't have either of these, so I need to check in there to see if they have gotten either of these in so I can see them in person, but I don't know. And then who knew this? Lorac came out with a Neon Lights palette. I saw that, I don't know, I was just scrolling on Instagram and I saw that and I was like, what? Lorac? So this one actually is really pretty, but I don't think this is going on my wish list either. I also don't think this is a very cohesive color story. It's got some pinks and oranges, but I don't know. These just aren't screaming to me, you know? This I want to talk about. Okay, Makeup Slave has released a new collection of, well, I think it was originally mattes, or they originally showed the mattes. This is what I'm going to show you. These are beautiful. I have never tried anything from Makeup Slave. I don't know if I'm going to pick these up or not, depending on what else I pick up. But I am liking these shades, and I think all of them together look so pretty and so springy. But I did just pick up some Ruby May Cosmetics singles, so I think those are supposed to come next week. So I'll be doing a video on those soon, because that's you know, a smaller indie brand that we don't talk about as much, so I want to try more of those this year, and they looked really pretty, and there was a sale, so had to get those. Okay, I actually do want to talk about a Ruby May Cosmetics palette. This is the Street Art palette. That is so pretty. It is what I thought. The reason I chose to do singles is because it was way cheaper to get singles than to get a palette from them that day. So I pick up some different singles, but I love this palette. I think it is beautiful. I think this color story is beautiful. I love how they're, and maybe some of these, it's the way they have it set up that it just doesn't look as cohesive when you look at it. Maybe it's the setup of it, but the setup of this has got me wanting this and wanting to create looks with it. I'm not going to be picking it up, but I think it is beautiful. For sure, I have two other things I want to talk about. The first one is from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. So we knew that they were coming out with, I just lost the picture, so I'm going to look for it while I'm talking. We knew they were coming out with a, what was theirs called? Vintage Rose palette. So they have shown 2 shades in that palette. And here they are. We know Blush Pink and Blossom. And we also know the top row is going to be mattes and the bottom row is going to be shimmers. It is launching on August 30th. So it's still launching a very long ways away. So maybe they're going to be sneaking a peek every so often of the shades in there. So I will keep an eye out for that. I still don't think I'm going to be doing one of these every week, especially during the summer, because we are gone a lot on the weekends. So I'm already having a bit of anxiety about editing this because these, they take a lot of time to edit. Now the other one I want to talk about, which I'm so excited about, is the Sandra Rose palette. And I believe that this is named after her mom. Yes, her mom Sandra and her daughter Rose. This is from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and I've talked about them before. They have always been a company that I've wanted to try. This one has got, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It has 8 mattes, 6 metallics, and 1 reflective shade, which I'm guessing is that Bloom shade. It's like I know where it's going to be that I could point to it. It's like a pinky, it looks like a mix of colors in there. So it is going to be $52 US. I have no idea what shipping is from Australia. They're an Australian brand. And it is $5 Australian dollars are going to be donated to Starlight Children's Foundation in Australia. So pre-order is going to start June. Oh my gosh, pre-order already started? How did June 4th already come and go? Time is going by so fast. Summer always goes by fast. I think I'm going to get it. I think I am going to get it. I've wanted to try them. The only thing that makes me sad about this is it's a limited edition palette. It's probably already sold out and I'm not going to be able to get it. But that means I'm going to get it and you guys aren't going to be able to get it probably once you see the review. Do you know what I mean? Like if you wait for the review, it'll probably be too late to pick it up. Because it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get here. So it will probably be sold out by the time that I have it to review. So I don't know. I don't know. But I will know what Glaminatrix shadows are like. I think I'm going to get it. It is so beautiful. I love that it's not all rosy shades. I love that there are some other colors to pull into that. I love that Vine and Posy, which are the lighter green and blue matte shades. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Beautiful. Alright, I just have a couple more I want to talk about, and then I'm going to wrap it up for today. The first one I want to talk about is Blush Tribe. Maybe they're all Blush Tribe. So we've got Neon Dreams came out, and then we've got the Pastel Palette, which is, oh, and then a Layla. Let me see what that one is. It's in pre-order. See what I mean? There are so many I want that I'm going to end up not getting anyone. I want one of these pastel ones that have come out. I want a blue palette. I want one of those blue-green palettes. I want the Glaminatrix palette. What else do I? Oh, this pastel one is just so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. Jeez, how long ago did the Neon Dreams palette come out? I can't even find it on their Instagram. Oh, here. Layla is also available for pre-order. It is an all matte palette, and it's got, it looks like a mix of maybe a couple neons, some jewel tone mattes, and then some lighter matte shades. Gosh, that is really pretty. And then, of course, they have, what's this say? Where is that Neon Dreams palette? If you pre-order them together, you get a free fall into fall brush set. So obviously I want to order both of them together. Right? I need to check what the prices are on those. I'm going to be in overload of eyeshadow palettes soon. I will quickly go from trying to only do 3 to 4 videos a week to doing like 8 videos a week. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that, but you know what I mean. It's a slippery slope. Slippery slope. Alright, I need to... Ooh! Okay, here is a picture. Look at me. More editing I have to do. Here's a picture of both of the palettes swatched together. The pastel one and the is it Layla? Layla palette. I probably don't need the Layla palette. I probably have all of those shades already. I definitely need the Pastel Tribe palette. Now, let me see if I can find that Neon Dreams. I know I saved that somewhere. Coming soon. What happened to that? That was from February. And it's like nowhere in Blush Tribe's Instagram feed. Somebody help me out here. What is happening with the Neon Dreams palettes? I know one of you guys know. They've got the Neon Dreams pigments, but then the palette is literally nowhere in their Instagram feed. I need to know what's happening with that. Somebody comment in the down below. Oh, you know what else? There's one other thing I did want to talk about, and it is the Neon Obsession. I actually think these are really pretty. I'm probably not picking one up. What I'm really disappointed in is the green one. I just said they're so pretty, and then I said I was disappointed. It's still really pretty. I'm disappointed that there's not more greens in that palette. I feel like 3 of them are green, and the rest are shimmery neutrals and a coral pop. So where, can I get some more greens in that, please? And then, but then the other, which one do I like the orange one. I think that's really pretty. I'm probably not picking that up. I need to get like sailing, that's what my kids call it, sailing some more stuff. We've been doing the, that's all I'm going to talk about for new releases. I have to give it a stopping point at some point, or I will spend all of Friday editing. So if things came out Friday or Saturday, they are not in this new releases. We are gone. I'm gone most of Friday and I'm gone all day Saturday, so I've got to get it edited today. What was I going to say? Oh, we've been doing the Marie Kondo kind of organizing stuff. So we are just like selling stuff like crazy on like the Facebook sites. And yeah, I guess I need to sell some more so I can buy some more. So I can add some more stuff back to the house, right? If there's one thing I will never minimalize on, it is my makeup collection. So what else I've been doing is new makeup releases also seem to be a catch-all for information. I've also been organizing my makeup desk. So I had a comment on my Shop My Stash, which I so appreciate constructive comments that help me because, I mean, me watching it, like I have no idea what the viewer wants. I have to hear from you guys what you want me to switch up. That she likes better the Shop My Stash when I'm actually showing the collection. And I said, you know, I'd love to get to that point, but my filming space is so small that my collection is just kind of in all different kinds of places. So I've been reorganizing my desk so I can pull most of my makeup collection up here and reorganize some things to different areas. So not my next one because I already filmed it, Shop My Stash number 4 will be like that. So thank you so much for the suggestion because that really helps. Okay, wrapping it up. That's all of the catch-all of information for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this new makeup releases. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't all new, but I had to kind of catch myself up to the new releases of things that I was enjoying seeing and kind of wanting to buy. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend, and don't forget to enter that giveaway. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.